Hey friends, and I'm Safir, and today in this video we will be learning how to add and subtract negative integers. So let's get to it. So first, what we need to know is tips is that when, let me get my pen out, is when we are adding, we are basically moving to the right side of the number line or moving to the positive side, which is the right side, and when we are subtracting, it means we are moving to the opposite side or the left side, meaning the negative side. So let me write these down: positive, negative. And here are a few more things we need to keep in mind for today. And it might be a bit confusing at first, but once we get into the examples, we will get what it means and we will understand. So when negative and a negative equals to positive, positive, positive equals to positive, negative and a positive equals to negative, a positive and a negative equals to a negative. And so let's head into our examples, friends. So first example, 5 plus negative 3. And so what we first need to do is that it's a bit confusing, right? Since there is a positive and a negative together, and we're like, what? I'm like, what? Should I be going to the right side or should I be moving to the left side? So this is where our little key ideas come in. So we need to see, here we have a positive and a negative right next to each other. So we check our little box, a positive and a negative equals to a negative. So it actually means that 5 negative 3 equals to 2. And so our answer is 2. So let's try it with a few more. So our next example, negative 20 plus negative 9. And so what we need to do first is check our little box. So we need to remember this. So we have a plus and a negative. We check our box. Plus and a negative equals to a negative. So it's trying to say negative 20, negative 9. And so we think about it, negative equals to going to the left side of the equation, so the negative side. So negative 20, negative 9 equals to negative 29. So let's try it with a few more. So our next example, negative 11 minus negative 6. And so first thing, there we have two signs together. So we would check our box. Do we have a negative and a negative? Yes, we do. A negative and a negative equals to a positive. So what they're trying to say is negative 11 plus 6. Plus 6. And so if we think about it, it's a plus, so we're going to the right side, so the positive side, and so it would equal to negative 5. Let's try it with a few more so we can get a hang of it. So we have 20 negative 30. And so if we check negative negative, yes, we do have a negative and negative. It equals to a positive. So basically it's positive 20 plus 30, and so it equals to 50. And so let's recap what we have learned today, friends. What we've learned today, friends, is how to add and subtract negative integers. And what we've learned, that when we are like adding, we're going to the right side of our imaginary number line, which is the positives, and when we are subtracting, we're going to the left side of the number line, so the negative side. And we need to remember this so we can do it in the future without looking at our little key ideas. So negative negative positive and the whole lot. And so what we have done here is, when we had two like math units together, we went to our key box or key ideas, and we seen what they equal to. So for our example here, our previous example, there were two negatives together, so a negative and a negative equals to positive. So our equation line became 20 plus 30, and so we had a add sign, so we knew we were going to the right side of our number line, or to the positive section. So positive 20 plus positive 20 plus positive 30 equals to 50, or positive 50. And so that's it for today, friends, and bye, and I'll see you next time.